it takes time for it to be ready. My past experiences tell me give it 10 seconds and then you are effectively live. So I think now everyone can hear us. If you can, any issue with our audio or video, do let us know. 199 is what India have managed batting first after Sri Lanka won the toss and put India into bat, which means India is going to be chasing a target of exactly 200 runs. Ricky Patel,
Once again.
man from America.
You said India have managed 199. Were you expecting a score of around 240, 250?
With this Sri Lankan bowling attack, I was expecting 220.
And the fielding also.
Yeah.
Fielding also.
Vanch Jain is saying, hope your internet is fine now. Vanch, actually, our internet was fine even then. I think there was a collapse in the software, maybe, when we were building up to the game. But Anivesh joins us. Utkarsh is asking, what is this bowling? Rahul, why don't you answer?
Mazarat. No, actually, it was a very pedestrian sort of bowling performance from Sri Lankans. Of course, I can't take anything away from the Indian batters, but the way these people bowled and even fielded, even the basics were wrong. I think a miscued shot from Shreyas Iyer that went up. The long off fielder didn't come in, even though the ball was coming towards him. Somebody standing at covers, short cover, was running away, and then of course it had to be dropped. Then a few more catches. I'm not taking anything away from Shreyas Iyer, the way he batted, Ishan Kishan, the way he batted. Both the batsmen I thought were scratchy to start with, even Ishan Kishan. But then he realized, come on, we're batting against Sri Lankans. Let's not make them feel as if the great, as if they are the from the great West Indian
The 70s.
bowling attack of 70s, early 80s. And Shreyas Iyer also, I think his first 17 runs came of 14 deliveries, and eventually how much did he score? 50?
Cross 50.
In no
57.
time. In no time. But good batting practice, good match practice and batting practice for the Indian batters, and good to see.
What did you make of the fact you were so excited to see Sanju Samson? We got so many comments from so many of our viewers before we were building up to this game. There were so many Sanju Samson fans. Now you had an opportunity when Rohit Sharma got out. Why did you not send Sanju Samson at number 3? If you really wanted to test him, you could have sent him at number 3. I have an opinion on that, but first first you. First you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So
पहले आप. लखनऊ में मैच है. पहले आप.
लखनऊ में मैच में. In fact, I thought this was the biggest ground that I've seen in a long time. Even in terms of boundary, I thought it was bigger than the Motera, or not the Motera. Now the
new Narendra Modi Stadium.
The Narendra Modi Stadium. It was, the boundaries were bigger than that.
It was looking bigger. But we should travel to these grounds and then confirm once we are there.
Absolutely. Sanju Samson, why didn't he? I thought maybe if a wicket would have gone down early, maybe Sanju Samson would have come into bat. But at that stage...
No, but even at that stage, if Shreyas Iyer can come and get a 50, Sanju Samson could have. Why did you not send him there?
He'll get his opportunity
later. No, but what happened today? What do you think would be the logic?
See, two things. One, basically I thought pecking order. Shreyas Iyer is ahead in the pecking order. He said, you need to you deserve the first opportunity to kill these bowlers. Sanju Samson will get his opportunity maybe in the next match in Dharamshala, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Next two games are in Dharamshala. And just
Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday
no gap.
And Sunday. But what's your logic?
My logic is quite similar to yours. I love the fact that you said he wanted Shreyas Iyer to go and kill the bowlers. You're not saying go and bat. Not that opportunity. Okay, I think that tells me that in terms of giving opportunities, while everyone is talking about Sanju Samson, I think that he's not done with giving opportunities to Shreyas Iyer yet, because Sky has gone ahead of Shreyas Iyer, and so he now looks like a regular, and Shreyas has pushed out a bit, and Rohit is not looking at this, and that's a good thing, not looking at this, oh, now one headache sorted, Shreyas is out, Sky is in, now no. He wants to give equal chances to everyone. So because Sky has done so well, it's no fault of Shreyas Iyer, because Sky is over. So he's saying, okay, my next in line who I'm looking at is Shreyas Iyer. Not suddenly who's been paratrooped put
Exactly.
into you in Sanju Samson.
Because of some injury.
Yes, because of injury. So suddenly,
I get
why
your
should I
point.
give him that opportunity?
And-
Shreyas, I want to
Yes,
try him.
I
first.
completely agree with you, and also I think irrespective of whether Rohit would have gotten out in the 6th over or in the 10th
Yes.
over or in the 12th over, Shreyas Iyer would
have
have batted at number 3.
So somebody who said justice for Samsung is not, I don't think, Akash, it's a question of, him trying on purpose not to do it. You got to understand that if you have a lot of resources, like, in all of us, jobs we do, or we do education or whatever, if you have too many things to do, yeah, if you're a student, you have too many subjects you're not going to mix, just read 2 chapters here, 2 there, mess up a lot of things, or in one subject only read 5 different books. No, first you will say, okay, let me finish my textbook first, then go to the second option of another book or a guide or third or whatever. I think he's looking at it like that let me first see the first option, in which case in the middle order Shreyas Iyer is his option ahead of Sanju Samson.
You must have been a very methodical and
No, I was not.
systematic.
You know what kind of a
student.
student I was?
Last minute?
Yes.
Just like
Always
it.
last minute.
I think
I said I thought it was a waste of time to be studying so well in advance.
I think that is the reason perhaps why we
You know-
landed in this profession.
No, I'll tell you also why it is a reason and why that sort of thing really suits this profession. I'll tell you. In TV, well, digital has just come. TV was about deadlines, right?
Okay.
You cannot miss deadline. So what happened in TV? I learned you can wheel around the whole day, but before the deadline, you spend that 1 hour, 2 hour really hectically, actively working, and then you make the deadline. There was no way, like, so when you came in the morning to the office, you knew that a show was at 7:30. Hypothetically, if that's your time, you could very well finish your work by 3 in the afternoon, 4 in the afternoon, 5. You will not do it.
Right.
You will only finish it at 7:29.
At 7:29.
So that nature has continued.
But you read a comment which said justice for Samson. I think the trend should be, or the hashtag or the Twitter trend should be justice for Sri Lanka.
Yes.
The way Indian batters massacred these Sri Lankan bowlers,
Yeah.
of course, with the help of their fielding.
Yes.
I think that should be the trend that should be doing the rounds, at least on social media.
So Abhijit is saying, Sir, Sri Lankan bowling is just too weak. Can Ishan and Iyer score same run against Pak in World Cup against lethal bowling? By the way, love your channel. What can I tell you, Abhijit? See, I mean, of course, this Indian batting can score any amount of runs against any bowling attack. The only difference is it may be easier against this bowling attack and tougher against bowling attack or a more experienced bowling attack like Pakistan. That's not to say that this bowling attack cannot, but it'll be tougher. And
To be Ishan Kishan getting these 89 runs bodes really well for him, because in the last few innings, the last 3 matches that he played, one of course he had he was dismissed cheaply in the second T20, but the first and third T20 he scored 30 odd runs, 35 odd runs, but he was scratchy. Today he got these 89 runs. I'm sure his confidence, whatever said and done, whatever the bowling attack may be, a good score is always a good score. That will of course boost his confidence. And Shreyas Iyer would also believe that he's done his confidence and his chances a world of good.
only thing I was really disappointed with, before that I wanted to take one comment from our regular viewer, and since he's, said such a nice thing, I wanted to take that. That was Mr. Rajan Thind. He watches us. He's saying, Sat Sri Akal, Nikhil sir. ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ, and he said, ਕਿਵੇਂ ਹੋ ਜੀ? ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੁਣਾਓ, how are you? He's saying, you're looking like Ukraine's president, he's telling me. Ukraine's president. I must visit that again. But he must not be a happy man at the moment with Russia attacking.
Okay.
Huh?
He's a comedian.
Is it?
Used to be a comedian.
stand-up comedian.
Used to be a stand-up comedian.
I didn't know that.
Used to be a
I don't have
stand-up
that skill.
He's asked his countrymen that all your sanctions will be revoked if you people join the
Army.
forces.
Yeah. So they've asked, and they've declared an emergency. Every adult has to join the Ukrainian army for a period of 30 days. So it's an emergency situation at the moment there. emergency for
Sri Lanka also.
For Sri Lanka, but can they chase it? Oh, one
They-
thing.
their president also needs to, I think.
No, there's
call-
emergency in Sri Lanka. You know, no, their foreign reserves have run out. At the moment, it's a very grim situation in Sri Lanka, and I love that country. Their foreign reserves have
they,
run out.
they in fact
They have no diesel in the country.
Is it?
Yeah, a few days of diesel left, like 3-4 days of diesel left, something like that. I was reading a news report.
So then their
If Hasaranga gives
vehicles exactly. So
donate some
they-
money from his IPL
So
contract
the vehicles are running on goodwill.
on goodwill. Yeah, I went to Zimbabwe to cover cricket once.
Oh, you must have.
I
had
saw.
tho-
You know what I saw? There was not a single petrol pump that was functional. So every petrol pump you went to in Zimbabwe when I was there, 2000.
This must have been when
the Ganguly.
Okay, that
Chapel.
the last
2005.
the last series that in fact Saurav captained.
Yes. So I was there in that series in Zimbabwe. You know what? So every petrol pump on the road that you cross was shut because no fuel. It was written no fuel. Yet cars are running everywhere. So not a single.
Electric.
No. They were bought electric in 2005. Yeah. All black marketed, smuggled.
Oh.
So nothing sold
And what about
officially.
cash? Even
My
a,
first meal.
even a bread loaf would have.
My first meal in Zimbabwe, Harare, I checked into the hotel. I was staying in the same hotel as the team. It was the Marriott or Hilton. First ball wicket for Bhuvaneshwar Kumar.
I think we should be back in next 20 odd minutes.
Oh, nahi, yaar, come on, yaar, too much.
Why? 10 deliveries you need? Huh? No?
No. I think they'll go till 20 overs. They may not be able to chase it, but they'll bat.
Are they worse than the West Indian team?
Of course.
This team.
Yes.
This current 11
Yes,
that is playing.
yes.
Because which doesn't have Kushal Mendes, which doesn't
Kusal
have
Pereira,
Kushal
Kusal
Pereira, which doesn't have Hasaranga, and a few more.
Tikshana. See, if
the
Tikshana
Mahesh.
was there today, things could have been different because they would have got him in the power play. And Kishan, not great against spinners there.
199 would have looked like 184, 186.
He's in a very naughty mood today.
Hasaranga missing. IPL, by the way,
Just quickly, give them update.
the IPL Governing Council meeting was.
No, I think record a separate video. Just after this, we'll record.
Yes.
Okay, IPL video coming up. Bye.
Don't
See you.
watch-
End of the day's play.
Don't watch the match.
Not end of the day's play. End of the last.
Yeah.
ball. Same thing. Bye.
Another wicket. 3 down.